This is visible to all of you. Okay, we'll straight away start because I need to know how much you already know, and I'm going to actually start with this very basic, simple problem here. Okay, I'm going to read out the scenario for you. In the year 2022, Business School A offered an average salary of 18.6 lakhs per year, while Business School B offered 21.9 lakh rupees 21.9 lakh rupees per year to its graduating students. Now, which of these two schools would you prefer or recommend, and why? And I also want to share this data set with you. I have it in Google Drive. How do I transfer it on to you?
So you can send the link on the Zoom chat itself.
Zoom chat. Let me figure out how I do. Just give me a minute. How do I do that?
The Zoom meeting chat.
Okay, there is a Zoom meeting chat, and let me try this. Okay, there is this Google Drive link which I've shared with you. But even without that, I suppose if you can, I can take your inputs.
So the school B has a lot of variation in the data, from 8.5 to all the way up till 53.
Okay.
The school A is slightly more consistent.
Okay.
And haven't calculated the mean and the median, but by just the face of it, it looks school A is more consistent.
Okay, now I have given you the data in Excel. Maybe can you, yeah, this is a great input. What you've told me is brilliant. And therefore, what is your suggestion and what is your recommendation? Which B school?
We haven't received the data yet.
So I sent it to you on the chat. Please take a look at the chat box. You have a link.
Yeah,
please access it.
I'm looking over there. Unfortunately, it's not there.
Has it not reached the others?
Yes, sir, we didn't.
No, sir, we can't see the link in the chat.
It's not on there.
You haven't received anything. So I can see this message by. You'll have to click on this. It won't pop up. You'll have to. There is this option called chat. You have to on Zoom. You have to figure out where it is. Yeah, I can see a hi from Satyam. Before that, yeah. So just above that, there is a Google Drive link which I've shared with you.
Sir,
it won't pop out. You'll have to look for this chat option. There's an icon somewhere on the interface which says chat. Please click on it. Then only it pops out. There's a Zoom meeting chat which pops out.
Yeah, we did
so
that.
While sending the message, was it to everyone or?
Yeah, to all of you.
Okay.
To all of you. Or has it only gone to Amitav Dev Chowdhury? Oh, it's only gone to Amitav. Okay. Right. Okay. So how do I respond to?
Sir, that blue drop down to everyone.
To everyone in meeting. Okay. Yeah. Thank you to everyone in meeting. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's my bad. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Is that okay? All of you can see this?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we can.
So previously I've been teaching on Google Chat. So I'm not very familiar with this particular interface. So, all right. I understand that at least 40% of you are reasonably comfortable with Excel. The remaining 60% have got giving me varying responses. So I need to figure out at what level you are, which is why I've given you this exercise right now. Let me know if you need more time or do I move forward? Because I can't make out like as if, like some of you are just sort of staring at the screen. So I'm not sure if you're uncomfortable, comfortable.
Yes,
you're on the job? Are you working? Okay.
So school A, sir.
School A? Okay, right. If it's A, why A?
Sir,
because it's uniform, sir.
Say that again, please.
Because it is uniform, sir. Uniform.
Okay, Amitav was telling me
he has a lot of fluctuations, sir.
Okay, so Amitav was of the opinion that we should go with A. School A is what you would recommend or not? Okay. Other inputs, please.
Yeah, median of B school A is 16 and B school is B school is 14.
Yeah. So, but why are you talking about median? I told you mean here, right? So I told you what is the mean of B schools. If you're telling me median, why are you telling me median is significant?
From the data also, we can see that there are a lot of offers which are out in a way outlier. There are like high offers and there are like offers which are very low. So on an average, it could be at a higher salary, but the median is low. And for B school A, it's like uniform and there are no outliers and it's average is 18.6, the median is 16. So you can expect something around 16 to 18 or 19. But in B school, it could be very low or it could be very high. So yeah.
So therefore, what's your recommendation?
For me, B school A is less risky and more preferable. B school B is high risk because you could either get a high salary or you could get very low salary.
Very low. Okay, great. Yeah. Other inputs, please.
Same here from my side as well. The variance seems to be less with school A.
So school A.
Okay, variance is less. Okay, fine. So you've told me now, people have told me about median, people have told me about variance. Great. Okay, yeah. Other inputs, please. Anybody who are here who is not comfortable with these terms, median and variance? Everybody is. I'm assuming everybody is. Okay, fine, great. Okay, I won't go to Shivam or Abhinash. Let me just ask Om. Om Prakash, please, can you tell me what is median?
The median average of the last points and first points, and which are given to data simply.
Average of first point, last point. Okay, I need Aditya. Could you explain what the median is? Aditya, yeah. You're not. Please unmute yourself. Yes, Aditya Kamra. Am I audible? I think I'm not audible to Aditya. Srivatsan, can you please tell me what's median?
Median is the midpoint of the data set.
Midpoint of the data set. I mean, can you be a little more elaborative, or is that yeah?
Like we take the first and last and then divide by 2, and then we get the where exactly the middle of the data set is.
Okay, so the first here is what? 6.2 and the last is 8.1. Or rather, wait, that's a different data set. The first is 13.75 and the last is 27.5. So you take all, add both that and divide by 2. Is that how you get the median?
Can I give it a try?
Yeah, Satyam, tell me please.
So I'll just give it a try for both mean and median. Let's say for okay, so for let's say for B school A, if we are arranging the data, let's say we are arranging the data in an ascending order, and then we find out the middle value. So approximately it's somewhere around 16. That's why I understand. So therefore, the median would be for B school A would be 16. And if I have to find the
okay, great. Yes, Puneet.
About the mean and the median?
Yes, please.
It is the middle point when the data set is arranged in the ascending order.
Ascending order. Okay, great. All right. Fine. So now I got some inputs. Now, why did you people talk about median at all? That's what I want to know, because in the question I gave you average. I said average of the median.
One question, sir, here. So one question.
Yes,
so
please.
In case the data set is suppose even, then we will be having 2 middle points, right? So we take an average between the 2 middle points and then calculate the median, right?
Coming to the median, I'll just give me a minute. I'll come back to you, Amitav. Give me a minute, please. But I'm just trying to understand how much you already do. That is the reason. This is just all basic questions to understand, like sort of just check how much you already know. I'll answer your specific question, Amitav. Yes, I just wanted to ask this guest, especially Shivam. Let me just talk to someone who has not responded as yet.
Yeah, Professor Sujit, this is Aditya. Am I audible now?
Yes, Aditya. Yes, please. Yeah, I was asking what median is.
Yeah, median is the middle point. Like, I mean, you put it in that ascending order, and then you look at the minimum and maximum and find the middle point. But I mean, if you ask me, I will say B school is better as an overall average is higher for the B school salary. Even though the variance is there, but still, like, overall average is better for B school.
Correct. I mean, you taking the position that average is higher, therefore you would be with B, correct? Let me also take other inputs. Let's say Monu.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me, what is your preference, A or B?
I think I go with B, as same average is higher in the B school.
Okay, because the higher average. Great. Yes,
Yes.
Ravi.
Sir, I would go with B school because it is a high risk and high reward operation that I see. And if we get all the parameters right, then we might be able to land a good, desirable package in case of B school.
Okay, okay. Great. Okay, I got some random inputs. So let me just come back to this slide once again. Okay, so here I've given you, I hope the slide is visible. Okay, so I've given you the average, which you people are calling mean. I've also given you median, and I've also given you what is called as a 30th percentile. So now average, I would presume all of you know, is nothing but summation of all the numbers in the data set and divided by the number of observations. Correct? For B school A, that is 15.5, 15.75, 14.75, 21.5, and so on, all the way to 20.25. You sum that up and divide it by the number of observations. The number of observations is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, divided by 11. So there are 11 students in the B school. So summation of all of that divided by 11, that number is 18.64. Now, similarly for B school B, that number is 21.89. As you've been pointing out, or it's already given in the question, average of B is higher than average of A. However, some of you brought in the concept of median. And I would like to know, why is it that you brought in the median? Right? I think, yeah, I'll again toss it back to you. And I would be interested in knowing why, because the question is only talked about mean, but you brought in the concept of median. And I would like to know, why is it that you brought the median? It's open to anybody. Open to anyone.
There are a few data points here, like in B school B, 53.25, 48. They are kind of taking up the average or distorting the average in another way. So that's one. The second is, as you mentioned, that the 25th percentile or the 30th percentile. So how many people are above that certain percentile if we fix that? So that was the way I thought of it. And then if I use that, how many people are really above a certain threshold, let's say 15 lakhs or whatever that number could be. If I put that counterfeit there, so in the school A, that number was higher than the B. So in terms of that consistency, the school A shows more consistent results compared to the school B.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, I think it's beautifully summarized. Philip has done a fantastic job. Okay. So essentially, now the question is, by inspection here, you could make out that there were some elements which was actually distorting the mean. Now, okay. So tell me, what are the three measures of central tendency? Again, open question. Measures of central tendency, three of them.
Mean, median, mode.
Mean, median, mode. Okay. Can someone tell me what mode is?
So mode is we find the similar numbers and we rank them, rank the similar numbers, and where the similar numbers are higher, we choose that number.
Most frequent recurring value.
Absolutely. The mode
Most
of
frequent value.
the mode of a distribution is actually the most frequently occurring number in the distribution, right? So measures of central tendency, that is the basic one single number to sort of characterize a data set. When you have a data set, what we are looking at is one number which we could call as a central number. What number most represents my data set? Okay. So average, which all of you understand, is the total of all the observations divided by the number of observations. Mean or average, as we call it, that's one measure of central tendency. The second one is called the median, and the median you obtain by arranging all the numbers in the data set in ascending order, in increasing order, and picking the number right in the middle. In this data set, we have 11 observations. Okay, so 11 observations. Now, typically what we do is we do like take 11, that is n is the number of observations, 11 plus 1 by 2. That is how we find the positional value. So 11 plus 1 is 12, 12 by 2 is 6. So after arranging all the numbers in the ascending order, you pick the 6th value. That's how you figure out the median. Okay, and mode is the number which occurs most frequently. Right? Now, the question is, which of these indicative numbers would you pick? So you could choose mean, you could choose median, we could choose mode. Interestingly, none of you said that let's figure out the mode. Okay, nobody said let's look at the mode and take decision. A couple of you did say median, and some of you, very logically said let's stick with the average, let's take risk. Now, how do we decide whether in a data set, when you look at the data set, which is more applicable? Is it mode or median? It's mean or median. Whether we pick mean or median depends on a very simple concept. Okay, it depends on the skewness of the data set. Have you heard this term before? Are you familiar with the word skewness?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what exactly is skewness then?
Skewness, or either it is left skewed or right skewed. If it is biased to, if the outliers are more towards the lesser side, so it is a left skewed, or it is more towards the higher side, it is right skewed. And if there is no skewness, then there is a central tendency to.
Right, absolutely. I think Amitabh said it well. Now, let's say, I'll give you a very simple example. Now, if you have to take a data set wherein you are looking at, let's say, a height of students of a particular class. Okay, somebody who, bunch of students in class 6, grade 8 or whatever. You look at their height. Perhaps the best, representative number would be the average. Okay, you just sum up all their heights divided by the number of students. Let's say there are 30 students in the class. That is likely the most representative number, which gives, which characterizes the height of the particular class. However, in a data set, like let's say, for instance, let's look at the salary structure of people of Infosys. Okay, Infosys has got upwards of 1 lakh employees, and I'm just guessing here, the average salary of a typical person working at Infosys is likely to be, let's say, around 50,000 Indian rupees. I'm just guessing, okay, because you have a heavy bottom, and then at the top, somebody might be taking home, let's say, 50 lakh or 80 lakh or 90 lakh per year, or perhaps more, 5 crore a year, whatever. The CEO is likely to take a very large amount of money, whereas the guys at the bottom, at the entry level or the bottom of the pyramid, as they call it, they would typically be in the 50,000, 30,000 or 70,000, that ballpark. However, a few of these top executives, okay, the guys are right at the top of the pyramid, earning 5 crore per year or 3 crore or 15 crore, whatever, they will have a disproportionately large impact on altering the mean of the data set. I don't know whether it's understood, or maybe I'll just show an example and make this point clear. Okay, so whenever you have a data wherein you have a very small number of large observations, as in big values, and bulk of the other values are smaller, then you would typically resort to median. Such a data which I just described, where you have a couple of really large numbers, like typically salary structure of any organization is skewed, because there will always be a few people who will be earning really large, perhaps 10 times, 20 times, 50 times more than the entry level guy. Right? So that one salary is equal to 50, it's 50 times the salary of the guy at the bottom or the entry level guy. So that one value can distort. When you take the average, that average really shoots up. If you take the average salary of Infosys, it's likely to be very large because of the presence of very high earning individuals who are present in the organization. However, the bulk of the guys, the majority of the people in the organization will be earning very modest or moderate amount of salary. And therefore, we cannot allow a few of those extreme figures, which somebody referred to as outlier, to like alter our decision-making perspective, right? So first thing we have to check when you get a data set is see whether the data is skewed or not. Whether the data set, or the alternate, the opposite of, let's say, skewed data is a sort of uniform data set or a normally distributed data set. A normally distributed data set is like balanced. You have equal number of values on the left and the right side of the middle value, the mean, or the, whereas a skewed data set has got disproportionately large small values or disproportionately large big values. Okay, like, okay, let me just illustrate this. I hope all of you are comfortable with Excel, but still, for the benefit, okay, how did you figure out the average? You're all comfortable with the formulas for average, median, and all of that? So
Yes.
how did, yeah, all of you comfortable? Because again, I'm okay, wait. So let me just, I also, because I took the response pre session feedback, I understand some of you are at like sort of beginners level of Excel. So I'm just doing the duty of the, let's say, of the instructor, ensuring that everybody is comfortable. So I'll just briefly sort of explain what I just said this using Excel. Okay.